Hi there, this is Dominique Dejean Craig, and tonight we're going to talk about why Joe Biden is going to lose. Now, there's a lot of reasons. I don't even know where to start, but let's start with the fact that black men are walking out on the Democrats. Black men are walking out. You are no longer able to shame black men into voting for the Democrats when we know what's going on. I mean, come on. Between Kamala and Joe Biden, they've locked up 2 million, mostly black men. You're going to shame us into voting for that? We'll forget you then. And that's what's happening. So there is a gap between young black voters and old black voters. Old black voters, many of them, they want to vote Democrat. It's almost a religious thing for them. They are convinced that people have died for their right to vote, and therefore they have to vote and they have to vote Democrat. But, well, that's not really what's going on. I mean, the reality is that people didn't die for your right to vote. People died in the struggle for freedom, and they saw the vote as a vehicle to this freedom. Now, you voting Democrat like it's a religious thing, well, that brings us to the next thing, okay? The Democrats, they want to trace all of rights, all of human rights, all of civil rights to, well, basically Dr. King and a generation of black people getting their asses whipped on television for the entertainment of these same white people that they were marching against. I mean, now, There's a lot wrong with this. First of all, the belief that your rights are coming through some man, well, that's idol worship, because your rights come from God. They don't come from man. Okay, that's number one. And number two, I'm not certain exactly what did happen, but I certainly don't believe the story that they're telling us, that we basically got our asses whipped into integration and got our asses whipped into equal rights or whatnot. Now, look, I told my wife this, and it's true. Now, there are many different sects of Christianity, right? You got the Lutherans, right? You've got the Methodists, right? Okay, well, we're Christian non-get that ass whoopasists, okay? That's what we are. You could be Episcopalian, whatever. We Christian non-get that ass whoopasists, okay? Don't be teaching my children, especially my little man, that there's some moral high ground to be gained by getting your ass whipped on a bridge in Selma or anywhere else for that matter. Don't be teaching my child that garbage. Now, I don't know what did happen, but I know that ain't what happened. I know that's the story that they told us. So anyway, enough of that. That's the old generation. They all want to pretend like they were actually out there marching with King, and they want to pontificate down upon us and tell everybody who's younger than them that they have to vote Democrat. And, well, no. Young black people, no. We are not our parents who voted Democrat for 60 years and didn't get anything for it. We're not going to do it. You're not just going to be able to play Trump is racist card. You're not going to be able to play that card. You already played that card, okay? And the thing is, how can Trump be racist, but Biden is not? And Biden supported segregation. Biden wrote the crime bill. Kamala Harris's family owned slaves. Okay, she's trying to pass herself off as a black person when on her birth certificate it says Caucasian. She was born Caucasian. I mean, and the whole idea that you're just going to shame black men into supporting this garbage when we can see Planned Parenthood in our neighborhoods. We can see that. You want to tell us that race is the biggest problem and the white supremacist is the biggest problem. Well, you know what? In my whole life, I've never seen a Klansman that wasn't on television. I've never seen the White Hoods. No. You know who's holding me down? The Democrats. The Democrats who want to do sanctuary cities, who want to open up the borders, who want to give free healthcare and free college education to illegal aliens and offer nothing for Americans, the Democrats, like Gavin Newsom, who set up a $125 billion fund for illegal aliens. He got sued. But that's taxpayer money. That's taxpayer money. So now, these same Democrats, they're kind of in a world of hurt because, well, Trump is going to win and he's going to abolish sanctuary cities. So the illegal immigrants are refusing to be counted in the census. And that means Democrats are likely to lose seats in the House of Representatives. And that's what they get. So anyway, that's the main reason the Democrats are going to lose, because they turned their back on the black man. They turned their back on the black man. And what is it? They say 28%, but I believe it's closer to 40% of black men are not voting for Biden. They're voting for Trump or they're staying home. And many of us are voting for Trump. Now, you can't win without... Obama had 91% of the black vote and he won. Hillary had 85% and she lost. So it looks like the Democrats are not only finished, but they're going to be finished for some time. And they need to be, because their whole agenda is garbage. And I don't agree with them on a single issue, not one. And so the Democrats are going to lose. Now, of course, there's probably a lot more reasons than that. So I'll just say the Democrats are going to lose because black people are walking out on the Democrats. That's our video. Thank you for watching.